Um, so Lost Shire Hobbit, yeah, you've put in all the rough time slots. I don't know where exactly everyone's from in the chat. But if you ask an English or British person what they call their evening meal, depending on where you are in the country, some will say dinner, some will say supper, some will say tea. So those are kind of interchangeable in real life. But yeah, for hobbits, they're kind of in a very particular order throughout the day. There's the pipeweed. Oh, I've just realised. Oh, Jesus Christ. The last time we were fighting bears, I died. Because they actually hurt quite a bit. So we'll see how we go. Because I'm more concerned with stacking bleeds more than anything. Some of these guys are resetting. I think I probably should use a pop. In typical fashion, I've just ran in and completely overpulled. I've got 4 stacks of bleed now, which is intimidating, to say the least. I think I shall retreat to a safe distance. And then we'll walk in there properly, because the bleeds are probably going to do it. Jesus, I'm dead. I'm dead. There's no way about it. Got another one. Go on, go away. Leave me alone. I never learn. Every time I roll a new character, and it's been this way for years, that early game bleeds are quite dangerous. I don't really want to fight you on your own, to be honest, until I've had a chance to regen. Right. Let's slowly heal back up and cautiously go in properly. So he's going to just roar in my face. So let's fight these one at a time, shall we? Sensible pause. We're not doing some shenanigans on my warden. There we go, smash! That did some nice damage that time. Probably gonna have to fight 2 here, but 2 should be fine. So let's just punch the first one. He's running away. Pummel the second one. That pummel pretty much did 3/4 of his health. So I'm immediately becoming a big fan of pummel. There we go. We can aggro this one? No. That was a lot easier. Gaz, you're in chat. Hello. Obviously not streaming yourself tonight. You get to watch me play LOTRO instead for a change. So where are we going? Back to Longobarrow. I'm sure, Gaz, you've probably played Brawler already. I don't know what your thoughts are on it. It's interesting enough so far for me. Although I don't know what their reasoning, if they've specified their reasoning why you only get 2 trait trees and kind of a half trait tree for your third one. Longobarrow.
Mercy me!
Alright, you found the leaf. Give it here. Now I'll keep my end of the bargain now. This Took you're looking for. Gerabut was his name, eh? And he hid in one of my leaf wagons. Well, I haven't seen him. Eh? I didn't actually say I'd seen this Took of yours. I just said I'd tell you what I know. And that's what I know. Now off with you. Classic. He's stitched me up. So back into Tookborough to say that I don't know anything. You've not eaten big. You're going to stream some more Horizon Zero Dawn. You're only up to level 19 on the Brawler. That's not much further than me.
How rude!
Oh, how terrible. That Longo is a rude sort. I'm so sorry he tricked you like that. The next time I see him, I shall have words with him. Now back to the matter of Gerabut. I think I may have just had a thought on who else we might be able to ask if you're still willing to go out and look for him. So we're going to get a shirt, but it is medium armour, which is not particularly useful to us.
Hi there, give me a moment.
So we go for the mushrooms. Can never say no to food as a hobbit. You see, I just had a thought about who else we could ask. My cousin Elder is married to Rolo Boffin in Woodhall. Some didn't consider it a wise marriage, myself included, but they seem happy enough. That, though, is neither here nor there. The importance of Woodhall is that much of the pipeweed from Tookland passes through there for other points in the Shire. Rollo happens to oversee much of that pipeweed, perhaps since Gerabut hid on a leaf wagon travelling east. Rollo may know something of him. I must say, the less you discover, the more anxious about him I become. Rollo lives in Woodhall, east of Tuckborough, on the Stock Road. So that's 2 quests we've now got in that general direction. So where is Gamma Boffin then? If he's to the north, he's the guy that's in Overhill. Well, those guys are way to the east. Okay. Life of the Bounder's just the deeds that can come off. Way of the Maelstrom. We've got a new deed. Use skills that you acquired when specialising as the Maelstrom. So those are going to be hidden from view. God damn it, Standing Stone. So it's got to be the Shattering Fist and the Pummel them. So I've got to use them 100 times. But as I mentioned in the previous stream, there doesn't seem to be a daily cap for any of the Brawler deeds, so we should be able to get them all done at some point. So we don't want to go to Woodhall just yet, because that's quite out of the way. That's a deed. So I guess let's go... Actually, we need to go back to Nickel Delving, don't we? I think we've got a hand in. So we've got one hand in back at the Bird and Baby, so let's do that. And then we can maybe get a horse back across to Hobbiton. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Geekbite in the chat, he plays a lot of LOTRO. So you should go check him out. He's usually streaming on Twitch most days, not necessarily always for LOTRO. But he's a good guy, so you should go watch his stuff. And we also play D&D together over on his Twitch channel. So all the D&D videos that you've seen coming out on the YouTube channel, it's previous recordings of our D&D sessions. So I think the first 7 or so are up on the channel at the moment. I'm just having a bit of technical difficulties editing the latest one. I say the latest one, the next one. Because we didn't have the recording saved on anyone's PC, so I'm having to kind of reconstitute it from a couple of different pieces of video and audio. And at some point that'll be up and we'll be up to date. But yeah, we do some silly stuff. Like he says in chat, yeah, we play D&D badly. But it's fine. We've only had 1 death so far. Probably should have had more deaths, given how many people have been downed at various points. Don't know why I'm running to the Stable Master. But only 1 permanent fatality so far, although that was infinitely hilarious when it did happen. So back into the Bird and Baby. Oops, now what idiot would forget to archive a previous broadcast? I don't know. I wonder who that could be. Though to be fair, I didn't record the whole session myself as well, which would have at least had a backup. So...
Good day.
Ah yes, here it is. What's this? A bit of honey, special malt. Yes, that's the ticket. This will be our secret. In the meantime, here, have some of the old stuff on the house. So basically the cheap, nasty brew. It may not win any prizes, but it still goes down easy, don't it? So it's giving me the cheap, nasty booze because I've given him the recipe for the good stuff. I should have arranged for a share of the profits, probably. So, just seeing we've got a quest ring up on top of the hill, which is where the Mathom House is located. So that's the Shire Reputation faction. So hobbits, if you've read the book, love giving each other just random presents for no particular reason. They just kind of love giving little knickknacks to one another, and they kind of trade stuff and then they re-gift stuff. But these are all these random Mathams that we hear talked about. And the Mathom Society, they kind of have a little museum up in this little house here. Yes, good day to you. I was wondering if you could do me a favour. I've just received word that Adlard Took has found a copy of the original writ penned by the old king. This writ granted the Fallowhide brothers, Marcho and Blanco, the lands that became the Shire. It is a most exceptional find. True, I already have a copy of the document, but it's in very poor shape. If this copy is in better condition, it would be a marvellous addition to the Mathom House. Would you go to Tookland and speak to Adelard about this find? I believe you can find him in the Great Smiles in Tuckborough. So annoyingly, that's going to send me all the way back. So let's mount up. If it lets me mount. And head back over there. And one of the other things I did actually notice as well before I started the stream, and I don't know where I got this from, but I have a new mount, the Goat of Winter Cheer, which I didn't notice when we originally started at level 1. So I'm not sure where that's come from, but it seems to be Yule Festival related, so I'm not entirely sure how I've earned that one. But maybe someone in chat will know where it gets granted from. It's probably from a box somewhere that I've opened at some point, and it's given me a copy of it. So I do actually have a second goat in my menagerie of various mounts. So go cross country over here. We are very close to hitting level 11. And once we do that, we will get ourselves another trait point. Although this to be nothing exciting, we'll just put it on that extra damage trait that we had available previously. So up the hill we go, and into the Hobbit hole. Just treading all these flowers along the way. Damn it, I can't get over that. Jump this. There we go. In we go. But yeah, there's a lot of running around in the Shire.
Oh,
so if you don't like that, then you're kind of a bit screwed, and it's going to drive you nuts. Oh dear, you are here for the founding writ. Please don't let Paladin know, but I don't have it. A local farmer, Belko Brockhouse, has it, and he won't give it up. His home is north of here, up the hill, and to the right of the path. And he says he won't give up the writ until he gets a hand with his crops. Honestly, at my age, I can't help with farm labour. I'm sorry to say that if you want the writ, you'll have to speak to him and perhaps lend a hand. The cheek of some hobbits. And he's also got another quest.
Can I take a moment of your time?
The ghost is still in my library. When will it leave me alone? You know, all this started when I was doing a bit of tidying up in there, sending a few things off to the Mathom House and such. I stumbled across an old rocket from the old Took's last Midsummer Eve party. Now, immediately, storing fireworks in your library is probably not a good idea, is it? Let's be honest. Gandalf the Great and he were great friends, you know, and Gandalf would bring the most splendid fireworks. Perhaps I upset the old Took's ghost when I sent that rocket off to the Mathom House. It could be that he wants to see it fired off. If we could get the rocket back and fire it, that might appease his ghost. Could you speak with Keeper Brombard Foxtail in Mickle Delving and get it? The Mathom House is up on a hill northwest of the centre of Mickle Delving. Once you have the crackers, could you fire them off at the Methil stage in Bywater? So, typical. We've got to go all the way back to where I just came from. But I think I'll end up going to Hobbiton next. So the other guy, it sounds like he might just be across this bridge. 143 metres, yeah, it should be. So, there he is, Belko Brockhouse.
Can't a body be left alone?
I have got that piece of parchment that Adelard's wanting. I found it among my mum's things, and I don't mind going off to the Mathom House. I'd rather it go there than into Adelard's collection. But there's a few problems I need help with. See, my fences need mending, my pig has run off, and I need some feed from Hobbiton. If you help me with those tasks, I'll give you the writ. Fair to you? Ding! So, our next point, we're just going to carry on until we've got at least 4 ranks in this. Because once we spent 5 points in tier 1 traits, we unlock tier 2. So that will increase my setup skill damage, so my basic 3 attacks, low strike, dexterous hook, sinister cross. Apply that. Yay, 11. Yes, indeed. So we've got a quest for each of those things that he's talked
Could
about.
I take a moment of your time?
So my pig, old Sally, when she ain't running loose all over the countryside, eats and eats like you wouldn't believe. Goes for a sack of feed in no time. Never seen a pig with an appetite like hers. I need you to go to the Grange up in Hobbiton and fetch me a sack of feed. Don't worry about talking to Ted Sandyman there to pay for them. I told him someone was going to come by and collect them later today. Now if you want that writ, you'd best be hurrying along. Head north across the Bywater Bridge in Hobbiton and you'll see the Grange right there to your left.
Might I speak with you a moment?
My pig old Sally has run off again. Sometimes I think that pig is more trouble than she's worth. Always running off, eating like a horse and scared of her own shadow. If I weren't so fond of her, I would have made sausage out of her years ago. Usually when she runs off, it's down to the woods southeast of here, by the big willow. If you find her, approach her carefully and bring her back to the barn here. Be careful though, she spooks easily, so if she sees anything while you're bringing her back, she might run off, and this time for good. And then lastly,
Might I have a word with you?
You see them conies running all over my garden there? Since all them holes appeared in my stone fences, I can't keep the devils out. I've been wanting to gather up some new field stones to patch them up, but I haven't found the time yet to do it. There's a great big willow down the hill and to the southeast, directly south of Longo's Burrows Farm. You can find many stones of different sizes down there. Bring me a variety of them if you would. Never know what I would need to patch the fences. Hurry along now, or I'll be giving the writ to the conies. So, head south. Lost Shire Hobbit. The Shire is a pain for running around, but my friends just asked me where something is, as I pretty much know where everything is, so you're an encyclopedia of knowledge. It's always useful to know, but some of them are kind of in little quest chains, so you can't do them until certain things have been done before them, which makes life a little bit tricky. But I'm sure a lot of the different things, like delivering the mail, delivering the pies and that, there's like an optimal route that you could take. So if you were doing rolling a new character just to farm the LOTRO points on a new character and then deleting and starting again, which I don't do because I don't have the patience for that, then there's no doubt going to be an optimal route for the order you do the quests in, so that you don't have to run too far. You can just kind of run one town A to B to C to D without having to kind of double back and run without carrying something. So still need a couple more stones. There's one over there. And you say you love the region. Yeah, so normally when I do questing, if I was to roll a new character off stream, I would use Breland pretty consistently. The pig cautiously snorts your hand, but seems satisfied that you mean her no harm. She looks like she's ready to return to Belco's farm. So I presume I've got to get her there without getting in combat, or have I got to protect her? Is she on her own or is she following me? She's taking her own route. Right, you're going to run into combat. God damn it. Yeah, so I prefer Breland just because there's a bit more going on there, and it's not just all quest where you're delivering pies and other nonsense. So you can kind of quest, you can start an Archit, go to Combe, go to Staddle. Don't necessarily need to do too much in the Midgewater marshes these days because you get so much XP. Into Bree, out through the west of Bree, quickly go around to like Tuckborough, not Tuckborough, brain fart. What's it called? The Hobbit place. Buckland. There we go. I got it just before you did, Keepy. But yeah, go to Buckland, go in the Old Forest, sweep up there, Barrow Downs, job done. And by that point, you're pretty high level. Or if you really want to speed run it, you could be going in the Barrow Downs, maybe slightly under level, just to make things a little bit more interesting for yourself. Old Sally.exe has stopped responding. There we go. Yeah, with the Shire, it's a lot of running around, and it's a bit slower to get your XP basically, because it's a lot slower between all the quest hand-ins. It's just like an odd couple of quests here, an odd couple there. Goodbye, Tomorano. Good job. Lost Shire Hobbit. Yeah, Staddle is another Hobbit place. I just couldn't remember the name of Buckland. I was thinking, God damn it, it's the other place. Not Tookborough, where Peregrine Took comes from, Pippin. But where Meriadoc Brandybuck, aka Merry, comes from. And also where Frodo's parents died. Right, we should be alright now. I imagine we're not going to be ambushed by any more stuff. And where's the sack of feed? It's up in Hobbiton. It should be near Gandry, by the looks of it. Why do you have to take the cross-country route? You're just asking for trouble. We could walk along the road where we're not going to get attacked, instead of going cross-country. This is why you get yourself into trouble. Where are you even going? You're going indoors? Take that as a yes. Right, let's go hand in this one. Or two even.